I'm ready. I'm sorry, guys. We're always acting so silly in the kitchen. But this is Julie, Roots for You 45, and we're going to do an onion mask. Lately, it has not been raining where I live. It's been dry as a powder, and I've been kind of neglectful of my hair. It looks kind of cute. Let me let you look at my hair. I don't think I'm going too fast, but it's been up kind of like this for a week in a bun and kind of twisted. So I'm going to give it a deep treatment mask because the scalp's been a little dry, a little itchy. And you know I do love onions. And I'm going to go over the ingredients list, and then we're just going to jump right into it. But new subscribers, thank you. Thank you guys for all the really nice comments that I receive. I always appreciate that. It's very interesting. I love hearing what you have to say. And I try to honor some of the requests or whatever, but sometimes I fall off track. Plus it's holiday and I'm baking, and so maybe next year I can get back on schedule. But we're going to start off with our onion mask treatment. I think you'll love this because this is not only good for relaxed hair, natural hair, but locks too, because it rinses extremely easily. One of the ladies had a concern about emulsifying wax, which I think rinses well, but since I don't have locks, I really don't know. But we're going to get started. You're going to have a small onion, skin and all. That's one of the ingredients. Let's pan down, cameraman. If you already have a jar of skins, that's fine. I'm just going to show you the things that I have. You're going to use nettle leaf powder. You can also use the nettle leaf itself. We're going to use honey. It's just my honey from the farmer's market. This is aloe vera gel. It's kind of watery because I had it frozen. We're going to use any kind of oil. We're going to use olive oil this time, but you can use any kind of oil. We'll just stay right there, baby. We're going to use garlic oil. I didn't want to show the label because they don't pay me, so anyway. We're also going to use something a little bit different. This is liquid vitamin B. This sounds strange, but Panthenol, which is in most shampoos, almost all shampoos or real good shampoos have it, is basically a form of pantheic or pantheic, I don't know how to say it, but anyway, Panthenol. It is a B vitamin complex, and it's real good for oxygenating the scalp. Good for, because your scalp absorbs everything like your skin. I put this in a lot of my hair treatments to get down into the scalp, get down into the root, which is what you're wanting to do. Because the hair follicles will, some things will cross that, but most things you're trying to get into the scalp. So liquid B vitamin is one of the things that we're going to do. And for the thickener, we're going to use xanthan gum. I also have little packets. I found this in the baking section of my grocery store. This is enough to probably last your lifetime. It's gluten-free if that is a concern. But look up xanthan gum for a thickener. It works really well. But we're going to get started. Let me scoot all these things over. We already have our little onion, and an onion about this size. I'll just say a small onion. We'll stay on the table, baby. We grated the onion up with our box grater because I'm trying to do a little bit more low tech. Some folks said that they don't have this or don't have that. I absolutely love doing low tech recipes because if you don't have electricity, if you don't have a way of buying things, you got to figure out a way to make it yourself. I usually grate the onion, and just because the onion is grated don't mean you need to throw it away. This is something I will use again in cooking. And I'm going to squeeze, as you can see, if you grate it, you can also do it with your food processor. If you squeeze it, the juice comes out of it really easily. One of the things about this treatment, excellent for moisturizing the hair, good humectant properties because of the things that we're going to put in it. Moisturizes it, I think I said that twice. Encourages growth, kills dandruff, psoriasis, things like that. You'll get maybe a tablespoon or two, depends on the size and the juiciness of your onion, out of the onion. And I'm not going to get that much out of it because I am in a hurry. It's 7 o'clock at night. I have things to do. You'd be surprised just how much this is going to do for your hair. I don't have measurements, so I can't give you measurements. In this bowl, I have the skin from the onion. You can see the skin, some of the onion too, because I didn't want to throw away the little pieces. But onion skins are in there. We'll stay on the table, baby. And also we use nettle leaf powder. You can also use the whole nettle leaf, but I just use the powder. Nice and green, full of chlorophyll. It's a wonderful drink in a tea too, by the way. Real good for oxygenation. I'm going to set this to the side. But you kind of look at this, even when I do the onion tonic, Some people said they were concerned that there was mold. It's basically the nettle that is doing that. If you let this sit, most of the heavy particles of the nettle will settle down to the bottom, but I'm not worried about that because I'm going to do a two-step process with this. I'm just pouring it through the strainer to make sure I don't get any particles. I know I have a lot. I heated a cup of water and put the onion skins and a teaspoon of nettle in there, and I let it infuse for about an hour. And now I have my onion juice, my nettle and onion skin liquid. I'm going to put a squirt of the vitamin B. See how pretty that is? We're going to put about a dropper full in that to cover the whole head. This is one of my vitamins that I put in my shakes. We're going to put a tablespoon of oil. In this case, like I said, I'm using olive oil. Look at how pretty and green that is. We have aloe vera gel. This is the gel. See, it's kind of liquid. Because I freeze mine, it makes it less jelly. But it is actually aloe vera gel. We're going to put some honey. You know I love honey. I'm always going to the farmer's market or locally trying to buy honey. This time I actually got me 6 big jars of it. We're going to put a tablespoon of the honey. And we're going to put one of the tablets of the garlic oil. Oh, dropped my knife, but that's okay. You can use a pen or you can use a knife, whatever, but only use 1 tablet. This really, and I cannot stress that enough, makes your head and your hair smell like garlic. And onion, I should say. I don't mean garlic, I mean onion. I let it usually set in the hair for about an hour or 2. I do not recommend you sleeping with this on the scalp. I would be worried that the onion, because it's so powerful, would probably irritate or burn. I'm just doing that, and I probably could use the blender for that, but I'm not. To blend in that honey a little bit better. Now this is the magic part. This is the xanthan I have in the packet. And the way that I normally do it is sprinkle. It's just like a little white powder. Doesn't have a smell. I sprinkle, I would say maybe a 1/4 teaspoon, maybe a 1/4. This is the one I got from the grocery store. This is the one that I ordered online. This is going to work as a thickener for this. I don't know if you can see on the surface where it kind of looks like a thicker gravy. Not yet though. We're going to mix that in real well, and then we're going to come back in a few seconds because I'm going to let this sit for about 5 minutes to really mix together well and start doing this thickening before I mix it up. And I'll come back in about 5 minutes and then I'll show you what I'm going to do. Hey guys, we're back. I've let the mix sit for about 5 minutes. I don't know if you can tell that it's kind of jelly-like now, and I'm going to whip it. Now you do not have to use an electric or an immersion mixer. You could use a cake mixer with the beaters, or you could use your blender to do this. The reason I started doing more but thickeners like xanthan gum, it's quicker for me. I can make it Johnny on the spot and I'm ready to go. But if you let it sit for about 5 minutes, it turns into kind of a jelly. You can also do a xanthan gum hair gel for the summer, but that'll be another video. As far as the leftover liquid that you have for your onion skins and your nettle, don't throw that away. That is going to be used as a rinse at the end. Almost all these ingredients are pretty much similar. Like I said, you could even do just with your hand. But I'm going to do it with the immersion mixer. And we're going to thicken that up. And easy. It only takes a few minutes. There you go. You got you a nice creamy growth conditioner. deep treatment mask, stimulates your hair follicles. Like I was saying before I started this, these ingredients are pretty much the same ones that I use in my onion tonic, except I wanted something that is a little bit more intense. See, it's like a thick, almost a thick pudding or a thick gel. That way it's not running all down the scalp. And we're going to go upstairs and put a little bit of this on my hair. So let's stay tuned.